This is the kind of occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Mexico up against Portugal.
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. Two motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere and some very good players. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
So the ball is rolling, the first half of this game underway. Makes the move to the inside. And let's give credit to the defending. Here's how it looks for Portugal. Nuno Mendes plays with Diogo Dalot in the fullback positions. Bernardo Silva plays alongside Vitor Ferreira in central midfield. And the focal point in attack today is Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he convert? And a relatively straightforward save for the keeper. Mendes. And delivered by Bernardo Silva here. And a time for cool heads. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
Well, a scrappy phase in midfield here. Can he put them ahead? My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Well, opting for the short corner. Well, there are many who regard Bruno Fernandes as the complete footballer. What do you think we'll see from him today?
Well, he will try and get on the ball as much as possible. He loves to affect the game with his combination play, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that again today.
Can they do it? And the verdict is penalty. Well, no card handed out. He gets away with a rebuke.
Well, a lot of referees would have booked him there, but I'm with him on this one. No yellow card for me.
Can he make it 1-0? And in it goes, as coolly as you like. Never in any doubt from the spot.
Let's take another look. He deceives the goalkeeper really well here by getting to dive one way before placing it into the opposite side. A really good penalty.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Vega. Excellent defending. Realising that it might be opening up on the opposite flank. Diogo Dalot. Cristiano Ronaldo. Very quick thinking there. Well, they could break at pace. Well, annoyingly, nothing comes of it. That's a good ball. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Well, it smacks into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Well, showing good defensive judgment. Well, good idea. How did they let that attack come to an end? Well, that challenge was far from clean. Rafael Leao. Minge. Well, let's see if something comes of this. Offside it is. Such a pity for him.
Well, he thought he was onside, but I think the assistant got that absolutely right.
Romo. Jimenez. Oh, I can't believe that challenge. Brilliant.
Well, I think that's just stopped a certain goal there.
Vitor Ferreira. Inacio. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, showing good patience. Blocked it brilliantly. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Decent looking pass. And a good looking ball. And it's gone in. Just what the doctor ordered. Things looking very bright for them now with this buffer.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really inviting ball played into the box, begging players to attack it. And that's a very good header, under a lot of pressure, it has to be said. Great goal.
So the ball rolling again at 2-0. Pineda. Happy to shoot. There it is! A goal to reduce the arrears and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Neto. Bruno Fernandes has it. Gonzalo Inacio. Oh, quick and slick.
Yeah, they just seem to have an overload all over the pitch.
Can anyone stop him? Well, he's allowed it to go over the touchline, so a throw-in. Rafael Leao. Well, Portugal might be onto something. And it's fallen for Ronaldo. Well, that is top-class goalkeeping for you.
Yeah, really smart piece of goalkeeping there, as you said. So agile.
Well, he wasn't likely to get away with that. Not a great challenge. And that will be a caution.
And a necessary one as well for that kind of challenge. Well, he can't believe that decision. He's not happy at all, is he?
Well, totalling up all the stoppages, we'll have 2 additional minutes. There's space for them here. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Underway once more. It's advantage Portugal after the first 45, but plenty of time for a few twists and turns before this one is over. Oh, a brilliantly timed tackle when it really mattered.
Oh, top-class defending there.
Nicely constructed. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Bruno Fernandes. Thoughtful play. Rafael Leao. Silva. Now counter-attacking possibilities. Really annoying for them. Couldn't take advantage. Can they set up a chance? And dealt with smartly. He read it quicker than anyone. And that is going to be a free kick. Oh my goodness! Excellent agility just to reach the ball. Who can they pick out? Oh, not a great challenge at all there. Well, keeper getting both gloves on the ball.
Of course, stats don't always tell the story, but on this occasion, they certainly do, because they haven't been good enough in the top third of the pitch. And I'm not sure we're going to see anything change here.
Yes, their creative struggles continue. They need more possession. Well, good clean catch by the keeper. 30 minutes to go then. Luis Romo. And playing it through. Well, you have to put that one down as a chance to draw level.
Well, it certainly wasn't an easy chance, but one they needed to take.
Needs to tread carefully. A bit wasteful from Portugal. Well, it looked as though Bruno Fernandes was enjoying himself in the first half. Interested, as always, to get your assessment of his performance.
Yes, he's played well, hasn't he? Obviously took his goal well, but his overall performance has been impressive too. Hopefully he and the rest of the team can maintain that level.
It's an opportunity! And a really powerful effort, but just over the top. And with play stopped, they will make the change now. Oh, really good pressing. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. A lot of forward thrust here from Ronaldo. Now, what can he do from this excellent position? Well, going for power and so close to finding the net. Edson Alvarez. Might lead to a chance. This could be the equaliser. Oh, a goal! They've done it! Quite the comeback, this!
Well, here it is again. The little 1-2 starts it all off. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
So on with the game, and I'll tell you what, you'll be hard-pressed to see a better, more spirited fight back than this one. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Vitor Ferreira showing a real will to win the ball. Ferreira. Decent-looking pass. And they're not out of the woods. And the referee felt he had to blow the whistle. Really good interception. Well, that one has promise. Throw in for Portugal coming up. Well, they still have designs on the win. Fernandes. Chance to shoot. Well, it was straight at the keeper, but technically good goalkeeping. Nuno Mendes. Well, made the connection, but that was catching practice for the keeper. Vega. Quiñones. Oh, that's a really good run.
Oh, it might be. It's in, and this really takes your breath away. A comeback and a half.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and then what a finish. That's been hit with such power and pace. The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
So underway again, and time is tight if they have designs on a comeback. And running free here. Trincao. Oh, this is looking promising. Well, he didn't catch it badly, but certainly questions to be asked about the lack of accuracy there. The referee's verdict is 3 additional minutes. Effective on the flank. Real chance. And there it is. But hang on, the flag has gone up and it's not going to count.
Well, it was a close call, but he is just offside. Good finish, mind you.
And there we have it. Mexico have prevailed. A most acceptable outcome for them, Stuart.
Well, they weren't totally convincing, but they showed a lot of fight. And despite having less of the ball, they had enough quality to win this game. Good performance in the end.
But it just seems in this game, he's been a step ahead of his opponents in every way, Stuart.
Well, he was the best player on the pitch today. His movement, skill and work rate were excellent. And, of course, what a time to come up with a goal.